Hi everyone, in that video we are going to see how to insert a new symbol on the body map. So once we are inside the profile of the patient that we can accede clicking on the patient name from the patient page, we'll find this menu. On this menu we've got different information. So the status page is just to analyze the actual status of the patient and to see his evolution during time. So clicking on the arrows, we'll be able to see when we modified the map and what happened in the previous stage of his monitoring. Here on the bottom, we've got a bar where we can decide to filter some informations. As we say, there are several kinds of informations that we can insert on the body map. These informations are mainly of two types. So dysfunctions, if it's something found by the operator, the user, during his assessment, and symptoms, if it is something reported by the patient. So all the information that we can assign to the anatomical part are these that you can read here on that page. But during the analysis and the observation of the patient, we can decide just to see something that we are interested in. So, for example, let's imagine that we would like just to know which previous injury this patient had. We have to select injury, and the body map is just going to show us which injuries the patient suffered. And then when we click on the area, we can see that on that area the patient had 3 different injuries, and when we select the specific injury, we can see the details. Here we've got also different filters, risk factors and red flags. The red flags are related with the history questionnaires and the interview that we can provide to the patient when we have an injury. So if the system is recognizing some red flags, it is just going to tell you that the red flags of the patient are these. In that case, it's just one. The risk factors is something similar, but is related with risk factor of the sport injuries or other kind of injuries, and we can set our risk factors from the MyLab page, but we are going to see it in a different tutorial. So in order to add a new symbol, we should go in the monitoring section and select update map. Once we are on that page, we can or just select the anatomical part we are interested in, assign a symbol, or we can filter the whole body map. So let's imagine that we want to add a dysfunction on that joint, the ankle joint. So we can select the right ankle region, the anterior area of the ankle, where the ankle joint has been assigned, and here we will find the right ankle joint. We select it, and the system is going to ask us if we want to assign a dysfunction or a symptom. So we say that we want to assign a dysfunction. So which kind of dysfunction? For example, a passive range of motion restriction, and which is the specificity in dorsal flexion, and the severity based on our rate. So mild, moderate, or severe. We have just chosen to add these 3 degrees of severity for the dysfunction. So let's say that is a mild dysfunction. Once we click on add, the symbol will appear. So the area of the ankle will color, in that case green, because it is a mild dysfunction, so relatively to the rest of the body map of the symbols of the dysfunction is something really low. So if we click on it, we can see that there is a symbol. We click on the symbol and we can see that there is the symbol that we have just inserted on the body map.